right, guys, let's get started just like usual. So we're sitting up nice and tall, feeling those vertebrae lengthen, that space in between each. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's reset. Make sure we have that length. We'll do our head turns now, 5 each side. Here we go. Turn, back to center. Other side, center. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. First out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into the warm-up portion of our workout here. So we're going to start with 4 count cherry pickers, and we're going to add an arm circle back at the top. So feet are wider than shoulder width apart. You can do this seated as well. Okay. We're reaching outwards, then more towards the middle, and then kind of push. I'll show you from the side here. Out, middle, inwards, and up. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go for 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. That's loud. See. Right, so we're just waking up the body, getting this nice little dynamic stretch through the back of the legs, also through the shoulders, not forcing ourselves into anything that our body doesn't want to do just yet. Just trying to go through our range. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to go into a side step with a lateral raise, okay? Side to side. You're seated, you're doing like a lateral tap, right? Just tapping those, pulling that knee and foot out to the side, alternating taps. 3, 2, 1. Let's go into a ham curl and a pull back here. Okay, so if you're seated, you're kind of toe tapping back, the foot behind you here. We're going to do a squat and reach next. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we're going to squat, reach, reach. You can do an alternating leg extension if you're seated, and then a reach. Go at your pace. My pace might not match yours. Do what feels good for your body, going through your range of motion. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it back to the top. 4 count cherry pickers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to go into that alternating side step with the lateral raise. 2, and 1. Okay, here we are, side to side. Ten more seconds here. Then we're going to go back to that ham curl with a pull back with our arms. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so here we go. The kickbacks with that pull back. We're going to go back to that squat and reach. Into this. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, squat, reach. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? One more time. 4 count cherry pickers. 10 more seconds here. Get back to those side steps with our lateral raise. Hopefully you're feeling your body temperature start to increase at this point. Getting ready. 1, okay. Side to side. Our ham curls with the pull back is next. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go into that. Squat and reach is our final warm-up move in this first block. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Final exercise. Squat, reach. Woo, 15 more seconds. Three, 2, and time. Excellent work. Okay, that is our warm-up. You should feel warmer in your body. Maybe your heart rate's a little elevated. Let's get a drink. Our next block is going to be an AB, ABCD. So that's 4 moves. We're going to do the first 2 moves back and forth twice, the second 2 moves back and forth twice, and then 1 time all together, all 4 moves in a row. So we have our hinge and row, okay? Nothing new here. Feet are underneath hips, toes are forward, okay? We're gonna hinge, low row, right? Okay, so from the side, hinge, I'm pushing the hips back behind me. My spine is nice and neutral. I'm gonna pull my, okay? So we're gonna repeat that. And then we're pairing that with a curl to press, okay? Curl to press, all right? If the overhead pressing is not good, you can do a bicep curl, flip the knuckles forward, upright row, okay? Curl, this is your alternative if overhead pressing does not feel good, okay? Right here, just like this. So you just have to flip your wrist in between those 2 moves, okay? All right, so we got those 2, and then the next 2 moves, we're doing a double whammy. We're gonna do goblet squats. Okay, this might get a little intense here, so we're gonna do goblet squats, holding our weight, okay? Focusing on really like strength. So your heavier weight, if you're comfortable with it, and also just keeping the reps nice and slow. I'm really trying to feel the burn and the muscle time under tension. And then our second move can be a lighter dumbbell, and we're going to do a transverse squat. So your feet start, excuse me, both forward. I'm going to squat. Then I'm going to bring it back to 12. Now I'm going to take my left foot and bring it to 9 o'clock. Squat. And bring it back to 12. Okay. So we're going from 3 o'clock. One foot is always on 12, right? And 9 o'clock. Okay. So it's this rotational squat. Okay. So that's paired right after our goblet squat. It might get a little spicy. So if you need some extra recovery time, please take it. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna start with our first two though for 2 rounds, hinge and row and curl to press. Remember, curl to upright row is your alternative, okay? All right, 45 seconds of work here. Let's get ready with our hinge and row first, okay? In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So my feet are under my hips, pushing my hips back, belly button to spine, throwing the dumbbells up towards my pockets, using my glutes and hamstrings to lift my body back up to standing. Body as you're performing the exercise. It's not enough to just go through the motions without actually thinking about how the body's engaging while you're doing it. 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. If you're using more than one pair of weights, you may need to lighten them for our curl to press next. This can be done seated or standing. We're going to stay in a neutral grip, meaning our knuckles are facing the side. So hammer curl, press. I'm keeping my glutes squeezed and my core engaged. We're going back to our hinge and row next, okay? Whew. 5 seconds. 2, and 1, okay? Going back to our hinge and row. We start in 5. Let's get ready. Feet underneath hips, toes forward, and begin. Hips push back, low row it. Use the glutes and hamstrings to stand up. Belly button's always pulled back to spine throughout all parts of the movement. Just 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1, okay? Cover. Get your drinks whenever you need it. We're going back to our curl to press. And actually, I want to show you an option here in case you need something different than the upright row that I showed you. You can take one dumbbell, curl, press. Okay, so we are on, guys. I'm just going to do it, perform it this way in case this is a better option for some of you. Shoulders are tricky, so I just want to make sure I have enough options for everyone here. Moving on to our next 2 exercises next. So we're going into our goblet squat and then our transverse squat. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, okay. So next, we're going into our goblet squat. Okay, so 1 or 2 weights. Heels are about shoulder width apart. Mild little flare out of the toes here. Here we go. We're gonna sink it down, drive it up. Remember, that belly button is always pulled back towards the spine. And I'm really trying to press my heels into the floor as I lift up. Okay, that's gonna help with that glute engagement. Gotta really squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. We're going into that transverse squat next. You can either lighten your weights, take away your weight and do a body weight, or just hold on to the weight you have if it feels okay. All right, remember, we start at 12, and we go to 3 on the left, and here we go. 3, or wait, am I doing that backwards? Yeah, that's 9, and then on the right is 3. Okay, so it's this quarter turn, right? It's a quarter turn. Easy here because we're just doing a lot of squats for 2 minutes here, okay? So here we go, going back to just our traditional goblet squat. 3, 2, and 1. Sink it back. Up. Really trying to feel that mind-muscle connection. Really important to press those heels into the floor as you drive up. Create that resistance. We're halfway through this. Almost there. 5 more seconds. And time. Okay. Whew. Transverse squats are next, okay? After that, we go back all the way to the top for one more round, okay? Let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Coming out to 3 o'clock, drop it down, drive it up, back to 12. To 9 o'clock, drop it down, drive it up, back to 12. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, nice work. One more round all the way through. So we're starting with our hinge to row again, okay? So feet are underneath our shoulders, toes are facing forward. Ready, and begin. Push those hips back, low row it. Use the hamstrings and glutes to come back up. Belly button to spine. Final set of everything in this block. Ten more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, all done with those. Whew. Curl to press is next, okay? Let's get ready and begin. Remember, this timer is just to keep us on time. You guys know if you need a little extra recovery time, please take it, okay? Checking in, are your glutes engaged? Is your core engaged? 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Goblet squats are next. Whew. Feeling this one, guys. Here we go. Heels are about shoulder width apart. Ready? Begin. Sink it back and down. Drive through the heels. Ten more seconds here. 5, 2, and 1. Whew. Transfer squats are next. Be right back. I just turn my, I'm hot, guys. I got to turn my air down. All right. Final set of our transverse, okay? Ready? And begin. Step it out to 3, squat it down, drive it up, and back to 12. Out to 9, squat it down, drive it up, and back to 12. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. Wowza. Go ahead and get a drink. Done with that block. Moving right along. We're going to do 2 exercises. One is a single arm high row, and the other is a lunge. So with our high row, so think about how when we do a single arm low row, we're like this, we pull it into our pocket. With the high row, we're going to take our, instead of our knuckle being to the side, this is our low row right here. What we're going to do is we're going to flip so our knuckles facing in front of us, okay? And from there, I'm pulling my elbow out to the side. So I'm going to show you from 2 views here, okay? Yep, just like that. So my focus is now up here in my back versus down here. The low row, the muscles here. When we're high rowing, the muscles are up here. So let me show you from that front view too. So I'm in this split stance, okay? The arm that I'm working, that leg is back. I'm holding on, you can hold on to a back chair. This is really low. You don't have to be super low like this. My other chair's over there, okay? So my knuckles are facing you guys right now, right? And I'm bringing that elbow out to the side, okay? My mind-muscle connection, the muscles I'm working, right back here, guys, okay? So 1 on each side, and then we're lunging, okay? So pairing that with lunge, and in fact, let me get rid of this stool here and use the chair because it's a better representation of what we're doing here, okay? All right, so just those 2 exercises, just one of them we have to do on both sides, okay? Let's get ready to start with our high row, okay? So into that split stance, slightly leaned over, my core is engaged, my knuckles are forward, we're gonna pull that out to the side. Let's get ready and begin right here. So think of healthy shoulders, healthy posture, how strengthening these muscles in our upper back is going to help us support our shoulder health and standing more upright. Trying to put that mind-muscle connection into those smaller muscle groups in the upper back here on that one side we're working. 10 more seconds on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're going to set up for the other side now, okay? So that working arm and that leg that's stepping back or on the same side. Let's get ready and begin. My belly button is the spine. Elbow comes out to the side, knuckles are forward. I'm really trying to dial in to those muscles in the back of my shoulder. I'm leaning forward to make sure that I'm getting the back side of the shoulder. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to move on to our lunges. So remember, we always have options of holding onto the chair with both hands and stepping back this way. We can do it with one hand and alternate back this way. We could do it with no hands. Maybe you're advanced and you can hold on to weights too, okay? That's always an option. All right, here we go. I'll show you the goblet weight here today. Okay, so we're alternating our lunges. You can always hold on to the chair instead, okay? And remember, the quality of our work is most important. So if you're new and you're just getting used to these, go through your range of motion. It may look different than mine, and talk yourself through it. Step it back, lower down, drive it up, return. Okay, that's what you're gonna tell yourself if you're newer and you're still getting down the movement pattern. Okay, here we go. Back, lower, lift, return. 4 count, right? As you become more autonomous with the movement pattern, it starts to flow without you having to think about that time, okay? Round 2, going back to those upright rows on each arm. Okay, so again, working that upper back, that shoulder complex. Here we go. Elbows coming out to the side, in line with our shoulder. Knuckles are forward, and core is engaged. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, switching up, setting up for the other side to even out here. And in 3, 2, and 1. Knuckles forward, elbows out. Focused on the back of the shoulder. Belly button's pulled back towards the spine. We're not rushing the movement. We're just controlling it on the way up and the way down. Good, 10 more seconds here. We go back to lunging. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, nice work. We're gonna go back to our lunges. So it's an option to hold a weight if you're advanced. You can do it without a weight. 1 hand on the chair, 2 hands on the chairs. You guys get the picture, okay? Let's get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Remember, working limbs one side at a time helps iron out any kind of muscle imbalances we might have. So it's always important to include this type of training into your routines. Time, where we train one arm at a time. And even with our lunges, even though we're alternating, it's one leg at a time. All right, this is our final set, guys, okay? Back to our single arm high row right here. Knuckles forward, core is engaged. Here we go. elbow comes out. Really trying to feel those muscles behind my shoulder, weight up, and then also control the weight on the way down. I'm not just letting gravity drop it down. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one more side to even out here. 10 seconds to start. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, other side. Just 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, almost done with this block. Just one more set of lunges, okay? Option to hold the weight, but not necessary. 5 seconds we start. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Remember, go through your range of motion. It might not be as deep as I sometimes go here. It might be more just a little bit. That's okay. Work within your range. Just nice, slow, and controlled movement here. 10 more seconds. Let me move on. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, okay. Another block done. We have 2 more blocks, okay? Whew, get a drink. Next, we're gonna do a Tabata pyramid. We haven't done one of those in a while. Okay. And if it gets a little intense, I'm gonna show you what we can do to offset that, okay? So remember, a Tabata pyramid is when we work from 20 seconds to 30 seconds to 40 to 50, and then back down 50, 40, 30, and 20. And I usually pair it with 2 exercises, so we'll alternate between the 2. We're going to be doing a bicep curl and a lateral raise, okay? So biceps and shoulders. And when you kind of pair these 2 together, it helps, define, like when we're toning up, we like that little cut, that little line right there. Having these 2 exercises together, like they both insert right here. So I like to always pair these together personally. So if it gets a little too intense when we get into those longer phases, try alternating. Okay, so if you feel like it's just too much, either take a little rest. It's always okay to take a rest if you hit failure. Remember, with exercise, failure is not a bad thing. You're trying to fatigue those muscles, okay? And the same thing with your bicep curl. You can always start alternating if it gets a little too much to keep on doing both at the same time, okay? So we're gonna start with our lateral raises, okay? And then we'll go into our bicep curls. So this is a 6-minute block. Okay, so lateral raises to start, 20 seconds. Let's get ready and begin. Okay, so arms coming out to the sides here. Thinking of the top of your shoulders doing the work. For me, I have to really think about keeping my core tight. I'm squeezing my glutes here so that I can lift these weights out to the side. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Ooh. Okay, bicep curls. Traditional bicep curl here, so we're gonna go ahead and have those knuckles up, like facing our body. Here we go. And now when they come up, they're facing you guys or me. Going through your full range of motion and control it on the way down. Okay, don't let them just drop down too quick. Make sure you're using your muscles to drop them down or lower them down, not drop them. 5 more seconds here. 2 and 1. Okay. We've got 40 seconds of our lateral raises. This might get a little spicy. This might be where we have to either lower the weights or alternate, okay? Here we go. I'm just really mindful that my trunk of my body, my core and my glutes are squeezed, okay? If you keep all of that tight, that helps close up any energy leaks you have through your body and actually helps you use your muscles more efficiently in the movement, okay? So your body's nice and strong right through the center. 10 more seconds here. Whoo, feeling that burn. 5, 2, and 1. Okay, oi. Back to bicep curls, okay? 50 seconds, we're at the top for our bicep curls. Ready? Begin. Full range of motion here. So they come all the way down, all the way up, okay? Check in, are your glutes and core squeezed? Hopefully you're feeling those biceps burning. I know I am. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Ooh, okay. That was our highest set on those, but we still got to get our 50 seconds on our lateral raises here. Okay, so again, please make any kind of alternate if you have to, drop the weight if you have to. Okay, here we go. Make sure your glutes and your core are nice and engaged here. We're working the very top of the shoulder with this exercise. If you feel any discomfort in your neck, be careful. Remember the difference between just like exercise discomfort and then like acute pain, like your body's saying, hey, if we keep on doing this, I think it's going to be a problem. Okay, you have to know, you have to understand that difference. You don't want to push through that kind of pain. 15 more seconds here. And then they all get shorter in duration after this. Woo! 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Yay! Biggest sets are done. Okay, so now we're going to 40 seconds of our bicep curls, okay? Ready? And begin. Here we go. We only have one more block after this, and it's cardio, which sounds like a welcome relief right now. 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, guys. Moving right along. We've got one more set of lateral raises, 30 seconds this time. Okay, 20 seconds off that last round. Here we go. Just 10 more seconds. 5, whew, 3, 2, and 1. Oh man, all done with those. 20 seconds of bicep curls. We are almost done. We can do anything in 20 seconds, all right? We got this. Here we go. Ready? begin. Keep those glutes engaged, keep that belly button pulled back towards the spine. Close up those energy leaks in the body so we can power through these curls. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Nice work, guys. That was no joke. Woo, shake it out. Get a drink. We only have one more block and it's cardio. We're just gonna kind of shake all that muscle building work we did out. Okay. So we are doing 3 exercises, 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery for 3 rounds, okay? The first one, we haven't done this one in a while, and I was like, oh gosh, I missed this. Shuffle, shuffle, punch. 1, punch, okay? So it's like a double 1, 2, punch. You could also, if the shuffle's like, oh, I don't know if I like that, 1, 2, punch, pivot and punch, 1, 2, punch, okay? So you could always just sidestep it, okay? And then you're cross body punching, boom, okay, with the pivot on the foot, okay? Or you could put a little shuffle in there, okay? If you want to intensify it a little bit. After that, we're doing alternating knee raise. This is our standing ab work, okay? So we can either do a pull down like this, and you're almost, so I want you to see me from the side here. It's like you see how I'm rounding forward here? So it's almost like, imagine if I were on the floor, it's like doing a crunch a little bit. If I were on the floor doing a crunch, so I'm kind of crunching as I knee raise in, okay? Another option would be just to knee raise, okay? And take that out. If it's a little too intense, just focus on that knee raise, okay? And then our last exercise is our squat, more squats, pivot and reach, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and reach through the side body then, okay? So 3 moves, 3 rounds, 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds in between. This is it. All right. Let's get ready for that first one, which is our shuffle and cross body punch or side step and punch. Ready? And begin. Here we go. So I'm going to shuffle, shuffle, punch. And have fun with it. You know, sometimes it's important to make movement feel fun, right? We're much more inclined to do it if we can find some joy in it, you know? So we're gonna do a little mix of the stuff that's like, ouch, and the stuff that's like, okay, I like this. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, going into our standing abs. So remember, we have our knee raise and we kind of crunch forward with it, or you can just simply do the knee raise, okay? Your choice here. I'm gonna do the crunching, so I'm rounding, and now I'm feeling my lower abdomen as my knees come up, and I'm also feeling my upper abdomen as I kind of curl my spine around towards my knee. Go at your pace. And remember, it's okay to stop a little early or start a little late. If your body's saying, hey, this isn't enough recovery time, go ahead and take it, okay? 5 more seconds. And time, okay? Whew. Squat, pivot, and reach, okay? Heels are about shoulder width apart. Here we go. We're gonna sink it back and down, twist and reach, okay? So you should feel like this nice side body stretch. Remember, we live in this 3-dimensional world. So this is why we include exercises that rotate. This is why we include exercises that go side to side and forward and back, okay? Because we live in all 3 of those planes. Three, 2, and 1. That's round one, okay? 2 more like that. So we're going back to our shuffle and punch. Take your drinks in between. Ready? Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle, cross body punch. Ten more seconds. Two and one. Okay. Standing, alternating knee raise. Remember, you've got the option to add that upper body crunch in there. Okay. Here we go. Five seconds. Two and one. Woo-hoo. Okay, squat, pivot, and reach. Take a deep breath. Ready? And begin. Squat it down, pivot and reach. Feel that nice side body stretch. Getting that internal rotation through the hip too. Stretching through the ankle. Look at this as like active recovery for the first 2 exercises, which are a little more, they're just quicker in nature. 10 more seconds here. And then we're gonna do it one more time. Only 2 more minutes of work after this. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, final round, guys. This is it. So we are going back to our shuffle and cross body punch. Ready? Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle. Halfway. 10 seconds. 2, and time. Check, all done those. Whew. Knee raise with the option to add that upper body crunch, okay? 3, 2, 1. Call this our core conditioning part. Halfway. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, check, just one more now. Last 40 seconds, we've got our squat, pivot, and reach. Let's get ready and begin. Squat it down. Just 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, nice job, guys. Let's get a drink real quick. We're gonna do a cool down then. Whew. So we're gonna do our first cool down move is gonna be dynamic, where we're just adding some movement to it. So we're gonna step out to the side, Y raise, bring it together. Other side, together. Okay, so we're pulling down right now. Let's do 4 more of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now let's do some more dynamic movement here, where we'll get the back of our chair. We're going to do a cat-cow. So you can either hold on the back of your chair, or I prefer putting my palms on my chair. Okay, kind of making a 90-degree bend here if your palms are down on the low part of your chair. And we're just moving through our cat-cow. Think of just that movement through the spinal column here. Remember, our spine house is our central nervous system. We want to take good care of our spine, our spinal health. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Let's walk it together. We're going to do another dynamic. We're going to go with hip circles. Okay. So we're going to do 5 each direction. So nice and wide. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then the next 2, we're just going to finish off in our chair here. All right, the first thing we're going to do is a thoracic twist. Okay, so we're going to do it with movement again. We're all about movement today. We're going to flex, arc it over, looking behind that shoulder, and then bring it back. Okay, so we did our cat-cow, where we were moving our spinal column in that up and down. And now we're doing our thoracic spine, like in the side-to-side motion. Okay. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it back to center. Final one is the ankle. So we're going to flex and point for a 5, and then you're going to circle 5 each direction. Okay. Just do your own count there. And once you've done all 15 on one side, just switch to your flex and point, and circles each direction, 5, 5, and 5 on the other. Okay, when you're ready, nice big inhale up, palms together, exhale, palms to heart. One more time, inhale up, palms together, and exhale through heart. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's workout. Ooh, that one got me good. I was really feeling that, so I hope you guys were too, in the best possible.